Markets snapped their 3-week winning run last week, marred by increased volatility after the RBI hiked repo rate by 50 basis points and raised inflation target for FY23. The sentiment weakened further as global markets stumbled ahead of the US Federal Reserve's monetary policy meeting this week. Meanwhile, last week the BSE Sensex touched a high of 55,832 early in the week and thereafter drifted to a low of 54,206 and finally ended the week with a loss of 1,466 points or 2.6%. The NSE Nifty shed 2.3% to 16,202 and the Bank Nifty dropped 2.2%. This week, all eyes will be on the US Fed's 2-day monetary policy meeting on June 14 and 15, where investors will track Fed Chair Jerome Powell's outlook on energy prices, inflation, and economic recovery. According to a Reuters poll, the US Fed is expected to hike interest rate by 50 basis points in June and July, with high probability of a similar rate hike in September. That apart, Bank of England and Bank of Japan are also slated to take interest rate decisions on Thursday and Friday respectively. Back home, markets will take note of crucial inflation numbers. The Consumer Price Index-based inflation for May will be announced on Monday, followed by Wholesale Price Index-based inflation on Tuesday. Technically, weekly trend for the Nifty has turned bearish, with its 20-weekly moving average slipping below the 50 WMA. The broader trend indicates that the index could slide towards 15,800 to 15,300 if the 50-pack index fails to cross 16,900 level. Against this backdrop, the NSE Nifty may test its support at 16,000 mark, below which the next significant support is at 15,800. Similarly, the BSE Sensex may swing in a range of 53,300 to 55,300, with support expected around 53,950 and resistance at 50,050. Among individual stocks, Bajaj Auto will be in focus ahead of its board meet on June 14 to consider share buyback. Besides, recently listed LIC India and Prudent Advisory will be on investor radar, as the compulsory 30-day lock-in period for anchor investors will end on June 13 and June 17 respectively.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
तुम इतना डर गए?
अब क्या किया?
शेयर्स में ट्रेडिंग।
तुम्हें 5 पैसा नहीं पता?
ओए, अब तो सबको पता है। 5 पैसा पर मिलते हैं रिसर्च टूल्स, पोर्टफोलियो एनालिटिक्स और इन्वेस्टमेंट आइडियाज भी। डाउनलोड 5 पैसा नाउ।
अब तो सबको पता है इन्वेस्टिंग मेड easy and rewarding with 5 पैसा. Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.